right, y'all.
We're back.
We're back. We're Black and White Randomz Podcast. We're back at y'all with some more random topics.
Yep.
Pretty much, I shoot Trish a series of questions, and we pretty much go from there.
Yep.
Some of these topics might be repeating, depending on whatever episode it is. Because we might have a difference of opinion. We might have felt one way at one point in time, and not so much later on.
Yeah, that could have been.
It is what it is. But anywho, let's get on topic. Let's see what I got over here in these good old notes of mine. Okay. So Trish, would you date a black man if when you asked why they only date white women and his response was tearing down black women, would you continue to date them?
Absolutely not. No.
Well, you have an explanation for that?
It's simple. Like, I don't want, like, first of all, why? I don't care what your explanation or why your reasoning is. If your response is not something that attracts you to me, but instead it's a negative to any woman, but particularly a black woman, I don't want to deal with you, because I have too much respect and love, first of all, not just for my friend, her family, but in general. But also, like, that's a problem that eventually bleeds into every other aspect of your life. So if it's a self-hatred type thing, I don't want somebody like that. I can't put up with that. I don't care what your reasoning is. It's a no, a hard no.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the consensus right now online, at least for this, where I actually picked this topic up from. Let's just say that, like, the majority of white women are coming out now being like, no. Once they said this pretty much like did our relationship end, or dating or whatever it was. And then I felt like one of them said something along the lines of, like, I couldn't do it, because how can you say that you love your mom and you love your sisters, but this is like your view of black women? Like, that's
and then
crazy.
What happens if you have a daughter?
That too.
What are you going to teach her at that point? No, I don't have time for that.
Yeah, it was just it was just wild. But also, the person that actually like posted this content was a black woman, and she pretty much was like, it's kind of like wild, because back in the early 2000s, even the latter part of the 90s, when we had all these talk shows on, they would bring these women that weren't black, that were dating black men at the time, and they all were, had everything else to say about it. Like, well, he said that I have real hair, that I'm submissive, black women are submissive, like those type of things. And they actually did have like this type of stuff on national TV.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I'm saying? And like that was the consensus that a lot of like white women and other ethnicities other than black took like that spin off of, us being loud and not combative and all that other type stuff.
If a man's attraction to you is contingent upon his hatred for another race of woman, you are wasting your time. And you are just seeking someone to build you up and pump you up, and that's not going to end well. That's not going to go well. And that I question you at that point for even hearing that and going, "Ooh, I like that." Because that means you also have a problem that you need to work on too, because no.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think it also goes along with like the fetishizing of another race too. Because literally, you have some black men that literally hate everything black. Like,
yeah, and that flip side is there's
pertaining to black women. Anyways.
There are some white men who feel that about white women. So it's not just that, but like overall, no, absolutely.
Yeah, that's like one of your sole reasons. I mean, I feel like that's the first thing out your mouth. That like you probably should be.
If that's the first thing out their mouth, you need to find your way out. You need to take stuff and go. No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Moving along.
Okay.
What would you officially name the Montgomery Brawl if we had a day for it? Because it is coming up. I believe like August 5th-ish or something like that.
Yep.
Okay. So what would you name this holiday if there was ever one to be named for it?
Can it? Does
Or
it
the
have to be? You
anniversary
want a
of the
short
day.
and
Let's
simple
put it
name?
that way. Yes.
We told y'all we weren't putting up with that no more. It's the only thing I can think of because like our generation has been saying for a long time we're not gonna put up with that shit no more, and there you go.
Hey, I just call it National Folding Chair Day because, like,
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah. Them folding chair, yeah,
it
folding
was the
chair
day the folding chair was officially made
became
into a weapon outside of the
WWE.
WWE.
Because when wrestling, that's always been a weapon. But in real life, we had enough common sense. Not most of us didn't even try that, but that became a real life thing that day.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you could name it like Real Aquaman Day, like that kid that just swam out of nowhere,
yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like
He
it,
was like, "Oh wait a minute, hold up. All right, let's
I
go."
don't know.
Yeah,
Man, they got a monument down there apparently dedicated to the folding chair, man. If you down in Montgomery, go check it out.
If you follow our reaction channel, keep an eye out because we actually have reacted to that. We'll probably be posting it sometime soon, so keep an eye out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just felt like that's just one of those days. Like it could be called like National Try Me Again Day.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah, that was a good one.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's just hilarious.
yeah, we're coming up on the anniversary of that. That's funny. I saw a TikTok. Some woman was like, "All right, y'all, what are we doing? We barbecuing, we cooking out. Who's doing what? What are we doing? We got to
Way
celebrate
to get
something."
together
Yeah.
that. Like I don't know. I really don't know. That's wild.
Try Me Again Day is a good one.
Try Me Again Day.
That's a good one.
Oh, for sure. Mm, that's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Um.
Mm-hmm.
So, huh. Now this question.
Okay.
Here it is. Is there a shortage of good men?
No, I don't think there's a shortage of them. I think some of us don't know where to find them. And I think a lot of them are still working on being ready for like that commitment that like a lot of women want. Like I don't think it's that they're not there. I just think that it's a combination of a lot of things that you're missing them or you're not finding that one. Maybe you're not focused on the right thing and what you think. And I think there's a misconception of what makes a good man versus what he actually is. Like some women base it on like money. It's
Mm-hmm.
not all about that or his career. Sometimes it's just an overall like well-rounded polite guy and some people are just skipping over them because they want the flashy the ones who were like loud about what they have,
Right.
and I don't think those are like the good men. Some of them are, but like overall the good men are like a little quieter, more subdued, kind of keeping to themselves.
I mean, I get that. I feel like if they too quiet, you gotta kind of watch out. If they too loud, you gotta watch out. It's
Yeah,
like what I said last episode. Like
it's like a
maybe if
right in the
they're like
middle
in the
kind of.
middle
Yeah,
somewhere, maybe. But even then, like to be honest, like we gotta stop judging people at like that very first initial meeting of them.
yeah.
Like even before they open their mouth. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people do have weird energy. You can feel that
Hmm.
off the bat. Um, But I feel like I've heard a lot of guys try to argue this topic, and they're like, "Well, good men exist everywhere. Like they just probably not checking for you." And I'm like, that
Yeah,
could be.
yeah.
Um, but also, like, I feel like
Sorry,
the
y'all.
art of a man actually like approaching women now is kind of like off base too. I'm not saying it's not all men, because like I don't know.
Mm,
It's just a weird topic to even have because like I feel like this could be flipped to the other side of the coin too. Like, are there even good women left anymore?
right.
So but I feel like social media and the ease of people just being able to slide in people DMs.
Yeah.
And if they open at that time, like certain relationships do get started that way, but for the most
Hmm.
part, like we live in a world where hookup culture is like prevalent.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is.
I feel like it's slim pickings out there for a lot of folk.
Hmm.
Um, that's just my 2 cents on it. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not gonna say one way or another. There's less or more good men out
Yeah.
there. Um, and even if they are out there, there's a lot of dudes that, if they don't feel like they're in the right place in life, they not even checking for a relationship. And they probably are going to end up being a good dude, but like, you know, women looking at like how long it's gonna take you to get there, because like it's fun and all when you're young to have fun, but people, I feel like some guys take that I'm having fun era like way too, like it extends past a certain point. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be having fun after that point, but like you do need to have certain things to be successful in a relationship past a certain point. Like it's either like we getting it together or we trying to get ahead. But even still, there's a lot of men that start out with women at the bottom. And I'm not saying it's all, because there are some where both parties start out, they don't really have it, you know, they working towards whatever. And, you know, the guy ends up being pretty good dude, like settles down, marriage chick, whatever. But then you also have the dudes that be at the bottom, they be with a specific chick, knowing this chick helping them out, knowing in their mind, once they make it, I ain't really went into her anyway, so I'm about to leave and I don't owe her nothing. And there's some dudes out there that took that perspective, and I've seen it, which is wild to me. So I feel like, why string her along like that? For what purpose? But I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, they're out there. I just think you got to figure out what your definition of a good man is, because some people may have different definitions, but I think they are out there. Absolutely.
Absolutely. But also there's some people who are just horrendous at like first dates and stuff like that too.
Like
terrible.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I got some first date stories, because Lord knows. So I had to chill out for a little bit. I'm like, really? Like, oh wow. But we just gonna let that go.
Yeah.
But that's to say everybody's not for everyone. So
no. And that's okay.
But I also feel like on the flip side, on the woman's side of it, like some of y'all checklists at a specific, we now X age, your checklist starts off one way, years go by, you gotta start ticking some things off that good little laundry list that you had.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm not saying that you can't have it all. It's just gonna be you're gonna be there for a while trying to get it all.
Yeah, there's needs and there's wants, and I think a lot of people have some of their wants in their dating list as a need, and it's just you got to weed it out just a little bit.
I don't know, but I wish everybody the best of luck out there in their dating endeavors. Right. Anywho, so
okay,
this is a good one.
Okay.
Is the Barbie brand screwing up by not giving Angel Reese her own doll?
Yeah, I think she should have one. I think there are also others who could as well. Like, I don't necessarily think it's singular to just Angel Reese, but I think like they've got some actors that they've done. They've got some models and singers. Off the top of my head, I can't come up with like a female Barbie actual based on a real sports player. Like Barbie herself plays sports, but like they haven't, to what I can think of, done like a looks like this actual person. No. So I think they might be missing it like overall. But yeah, Angel.
I'm not even gonna say overall. Like, see, I wouldn't have took that approach, but I can respect it. If you just gonna look at it for what it is, her whole brand is Barbie.
Yeah, that literally that. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about it that way.
Is Barbie.
But
forget all the other athletes, all the artists, and this, that, and the third. Her literal brand is Barbie.
That is very true. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about it that way. But yeah,
she was the Bayou Barbie, well, first Baltimore Barbie, Chi-Town Barbie, like you call it whatever, since she didn't got drafted to Chicago Sky. But like, I feel like they definitely are dropping the ball on that. And the reason why this came to mind was today, I don't know if it was during or after the game, one of her fans actually created like Angel Reese like Barbie doll, gave it to her in a Barbie package, and I was like, oh, that's really cute. Like, whatever. But I feel like it's a win-win. Not that, you know, the Barbie brand needs, I mean, obviously, like, you know, it's
Barbie's not going anywhere as it is.
I feel like it's a missed opportunity for them to they should have capitalized on this when she was at LSU when they won their championship, because she was already the the Bayou Barbie at that point.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Definitely. I agree with that as well. I think so. Yeah, y'all are missing that. Go ahead and call her,
Well, I mean, shout outs to her because I mean, apparently Reese's Pieces reached out to her. Her fans been to Reese's Pieces forever.
Yeah.
So hey,
That's almost free. It's almost free advertisement. Like at this point, it's basically free. You know what I mean? Like you're getting it. The name is being used anyway.
it absolutely is. So,
Right.
all I can say is I know they sent her a package in the other day, so I'm assuming like that's the beginning of whatever deal she's getting ready to work out with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, Barbie Brain, y'all slipping.
Yeah, y'all missing out on that
slipping
one.
on the Angel Reese doll. For
yeah.
Real. It'd be a whole new audience for Barbie at that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it would be.
People would just be buying them just to have them as collector's dolls or items or whatnot.
Yep.
So yeah, y'all should definitely check that out.
Yeah, call her.
Call her. Call her up.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
What would you list off as skills a child should know by the 3rd grade?
3rd grade?
Mm-hmm. And I mean personal skills.
I was gonna say life skills. We're not looking at like.
So when they get to the 3rd grade, their teacher should not have to do specific things.
I wouldn't say this until we've reacted to a lot of teacher type videos on our channel. They need to know how to use the bathroom.
Okay.
Because we have seen a couple videos.
We're not talking about kids with disabilities.
No, I'm not.
First, we're talking about
no. Like we've watched some of those teachers say that like some of these kids have no reason they shouldn't besides lazy parenting. So definitely that. Like, and I don't like life skills. I don't know.
Oh, and the reason why this was brought up is because, like one does on the TikTok rabbit hole.
Yeah.
There's a teacher on there, and she was just like voicing her frustrations because it's midsummer, but school year getting ready to roll back around.
Mm-hmm.
So she pretty much was like, parents, these are like a list of things that you have got to teach your child before they come into my class in the 3rd grade. These are 8-year-old, 9-year-old kids.
Mm-hmm.
They should know, prime example, their first and last name. The child don't even know their full name. Does not know how to spell their name. Wait a minute, because there were other teachers below in the comments that was giving the tea. How you coming into the 3rd grade and you don't even know how to spell your name, nor do you know your last name?
My child knew her full name at 2.5. Was she above the curve on that one? Like I thought that was normal.
Wait. It gets better. The child doesn't know their birth date.
Y'all
gotta start having your kids put these phones down and actually teach them. Because like thinking that you just dropping your kid off at school is the only like learning they're gonna get. No.
I didn't want to say those things because I thought they were so far from that age. Like those were things like I was gonna say that, but I was like, those are just like.
And if you think that's worse, you don't even know where you live. Can't tell a teacher where you live. You have no idea.
Lord have mercy.
And because of the age of cell phones, your kids don't even know your phone number.
Yeah, no. That's definitely one they should absolutely at least know one parent's phone. They need to know one parent's phone number, if not two.
The phone number, bro. A phone number is how many digits?
10.
And
10,
they haven't memorized 10 digits yet. Stop it.
They don't know their birthday. Their birthdays.
Wait a minute. The worst one out of like besides not knowing your name and knowing how to spell your name. They don't know how to tie their shoes, and they 8, 9 years old. Because I know your child not sitting in school with Velcro tennis on at 8 and 9.
Hopefully not at that age, no. Yo.
These are basic skills. Like basic.
So basic. I wasn't even going to say them at first because I was thinking that at first, and I was like, it's no way.
And y'all wonder why they didn't change the passing grade in the United States for
K through 12
to a D.
RF is their new passing. Like, come on, y'all.
Wow.
Y'all would be
Y'all
ashamed
are
of yourselves not
wildin'.
teaching these kids their name. Their name.
Yes, the D is the new C, people. I
I
said it.
can't.
I'm just over it. Like it's no way that these teachers out here like this with
And
these
even if
kids
they
in
don't,
these
like, if
schools.
your child doesn't know the year they were born, they should at least know the month and day. So, like, come on now. Do they know your names? Are you teaching your kids your own names? So if they ever lose you, if they can't tell your phone number, they can tell them their parents' names at least.
I would assume
Not.
not based
Lord have
on
mercy.
what we just heard.
I can't.
All right. So the
Okay.
last question.
Okay.
So in this scenario, your boyfriend shows up with your car 2 hours late to pick you up from work,
Hmm.
and your car has no gas in it. What are you doing?
Hmm. I'm going to assume he didn't call and tell me why he wasn't going to be there on time, based on
Nope.
the way that was phrased.
Didn't
And
call.
second,
Oh, and when he show up, him, his homeboy, all his homeboys in the car.
oh, absolutely not. There's no way. All of y'all are putting gas in my car. I'm driving my car home, and I don't care what y'all do, but y'all not
you
taking my car
But he
nowhere.
wouldn't be combative and arguing with you
All right, that
as
vehicle's
soon as you
in.
get ready to get in the car.
That vehicle's in. If it's in my name, and if you ain't attached to it, you all can get out of it right now.
Oh, and they smoking in your car.
Y'all getting out of my car. All of y'all are getting out of my car. No, that is disrespectful.
So one of the latest viral stories was of this girl.
You keep finding these, and I don't see these. How do I not see these?
She was getting picked up from work.
Mm-hmm.
She starts recording herself as the boyfriend rolls up 2 hours late with his homeboys in the car. They have an exchange of words where she was trying to figure out like where you been at and all this other stuff.
Right.
First of all, homeboys in the car, like I said, they were smoking. She get in the car, ain't got no gas. She puts him out because he want to keep arguing. Homeboys out. Y'all gotta walk. Goodbye.
Y'all gotta go.
Y'all gotta go.
Yep.
And then he wanted to be like wilding her out, like she always tripping and this and that. Sir, you're a grown man. You ain't put no gas in my car, and you been rolling my car around, and you 2 hours late to pick me up. I'm already think that you out there doing something crazy. So guess what? That's the end of this whole entire relationship. First of all, and apparently this wasn't even the first time he picked her up late.
Yeah, no. It's got to be over at that point. It's got to be over at that.
People out here are crazy.
Yeah, no.
There's no way. I'm doing you a favor by letting you hold
literally
my car to go do whatever it is that you were supposed to do.
Yeah, no.
Don't know what whatever it was, it didn't involve making money. Apparently it involved spending money since y'all smoking it up in my vehicle.
Oh no.
Like, but this is why I say, like, Dad Jumpers gotta be involved in y'all daughters' lives. Cause there's too many, like I've seen too many like videos out there where dudes like it's more imperative for a father to be involved in a son's life versus the daughters. And I'm like, no, he's just as important in both of their lives.
Yeah. Overall, parents are important in their children, male, female children. You're important in your child's life no matter what.
Y'all have got to figure this stuff out. Like, no, and I understand not having, but at what point? And I get it. Like, people want women to be forgiving and soft in nature, and it's like, yeah, you can be soft and all that. Don't be a pushover.
There's a difference between being soft and being a doormat. And when you cross that line, you gotta take yourself back to the other side of it.
You gotta do something,
or you need a friend who's gonna take you back to the other side of it. Something, because that's ridiculous.
No, and we in a recession, and it's inflation right now. Gas high is, gas high when gas is higher than a damn gallon of milk.
Yeah,
like it is high.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. He had the nerve to show up.
Ooh. And my joint on E, and you don't know how many. That's the thing. You don't know how many gallons that tank take.
Right.
So who knows? She could have had an 18-gallon car. She could have had 13-gallon car. We don't know.
She either knows exactly where it was when she was dropped off to work, or she has no idea, so she doesn't know how much was actually in it. Like, it's two types of women. You either know
Apparently,
exactly how much gas you had,
it was
or you're
full.
not sure.
They filled the car up that day. It was full.
No, I said when he took it, not like it was like empty. You got to take it back to full, but like when he took possession of it without her. I mean, where was it then? It could have been at a half. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when she gave him the car, it was at a full.
oh,
tank.
she said it was.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
no.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Mm-mm.
A whole mess. But you
Like,
know, I'm like a lot of people out there mad at the guy and the female. I'm like, yeah, because you know, I'm kind of mad at you for sticking around
do you
because
know how
this
much
was not the first time, according to what was said.
when y'all think about your vehicle, do you know how much driving you'd actually have to do to empty a full tank?
Exactly my point, which means he was driving all over the place, all around the world, picking up his homeboys. They probably, who knows? They probably
Right, who
rolled
knows
to
what
the
they were
next
doing,
city.
where they went?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
it was just a
no.
lot. And for me, it was his tonality in the video. For me, like him rolling up, calling her bro in front of his homeboys and all this other stuff. First of all, he don't respect you.
No.
It's no way. Like, he was talking to her like she was one of his homeboys. I was like,
No.
dang, is that your girl, your homeboy? Because
He doesn't respect her. And his friends don't, and therefore when he's around his friends, he doesn't. Because he could be one of those dudes
no,
who's
I mean,
different
he was
behind
talking
closed doors.
cold cash-ish. Cold cash. Like, sir, according to her, and how is she the one out here making money? She going to her job, but it seemed like you're a street dude or whatever it is that you do. You living that bum life. You ain't out here getting no money, because if you was, regardless, of even if you bang with her like that, you'd have filled her tank up. Like, come on.
That would have been the least you could have done. After having it all day? No.
Nah.
Oh, no.
Mm-mm.
No.
But all right, guys, that concludes this episode of the podcast.
Yep.
Just check us out on our socials. On our IG, Instagram is Black and White Reacts.
If you're listening, because we upload to YouTube, but we also now upload to Spotify. So if you have a suggestion or a topic you would like us to talk about, if you can't comment, you can't find out how, go to our YouTube. You can leave on our YouTube reaction channel. We'll know what you're talking about. Yeah, just let us know, and we'll visit most topics. So sure. Let us know.
We just stay away from like politics, and
yeah,
if it's something to talk about with race, it's usually not like something crazy, like maybe something fun and light or whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you can leave us a suggestion.
And YouTube is also Black and White Reacts. I don't think we mentioned that either.
No, REACZ. So don't go looking for us the correct way.
REACZ. But the video version of the podcast will also be on that YouTube channel, as well as our reaction videos. So you guys definitely can come check that out. But we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. He rolled around all day in her
all day on that girl tank, bro.
Yo.